Yeah, it's not bad, is it, when you actually when you put it like that? I think that the biggest thing, and we've spoken about it for a period of time now, is that strength in depth of the squad. You've seen it many times with people coming in and performing, and also Morgs has spoken about the people that are in place and backing those people that are in place of their spots and their positions, because it's if you're coming into a side and or if you're in a side and you're not sure if you're playing the next game, it can add some anxieties to it. But with the way that Morgs has gone about it, if you're playing and you're in possession, he'll give you a proper crack. Chase them down as fast as you can. That's as simple as it gets. We go out there and try and put the bowlers under pressure in order to try and make them make a mistake, and that's the way that we go about it. Because if it's not my day, if it's not Jason's day, if it's not Ben's day, the strength and depth that we've got in our batting lineup is something that we're very fortunate to have. Yeah, I'll take that. No, it's very kind of him to say that. Obviously, he's been one of the best players, and especially around the world for a period of time. So no, very pleased, and likewise pleased to be striking the ball like I am at the moment. Well, naturally, you'd like to have the most ODI hundreds for England. Yeah, I'm happy. I think that's the biggest thing since opening the batting. Like you say, I think I've got 11, and I think I've opened only 56, 57 times. So yeah, I'm happy with those figures, but those figures mean nothing if you don't keep converting them in the future. So look, I'm happy with how I'm playing my cricket at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. No, I mean it was some good hitting, wasn't it? It was fantastic. Obviously, the matchups that he decided to take down were the right matchups, and yeah, he struck it beautifully. I think it's more where people don't like to bowl at us, to be honest with you. I think that's the easiest way of doing it. You can make the obvious comparisons of being right-handed and left-handed, because then all of a sudden, if there's a left arm orthodox that's turning it into Ben, then you give him the strike, because you know the power and how destructive he can be, and vice versa. So I think that it complements each other well, like you alluded to with Jason at the top of the order. That complements each other, and obviously Ben being the left-hander and scoring in slightly different areas. If you're making the bowler think all the time as to where they're needing to deliver the ball, then it's a good place to be. Well, obviously on the big screens, you can't get the zoomed-in versions. I'm sure that there was a bit of the GM behind the line. However, if he was out in that moment, my gosh, I think he'd have been kicking himself. I mean, yeah, to potentially get run out like that when he was playing so well was interesting, shall we say? And I'm not sure I can name the exact words that would have been used. To be honest, I think it's just happening that way. There hasn't been a conversation saying we must hit more sixes, but I think if you look at where the game's going around the world, whether that be in T20 or 50 over cricket, the team that hits the most boundaries generally wins the game. And if you're hitting boundaries that are going for 6 rather than 4, then the numbers are going to stack up slightly more. I think there was 26s that we hit today. Now that's an extraordinary number in one game, but it's been, I don't know how many we hit the previous game, but I think that if we can keep hitting boundaries, keep putting bowlers under pressure, that if they do miss their lengths, then they potentially could go for 6. Look, the execution won't happen every single time, and people will get out doing it. But everybody in the dressing room is backing that person out in the middle, that if they want to hit the ball for 6, they believe that they believe in everyone's ability out in the middle to hit that ball for 6, and that's a good place to be if you've got everyone in the dressing rooms backing. Yeah, it's a fantastic tournament to be involved in. Every international cricketer around the world wants to be involved in the IPL, and I'm lucky that I'll be joining up with the Sunrisers Hyderabad in the next week or so, and really excited because we did pretty well last year, but I think that we've got a good chance again this year. There's been There's been some really good signings, but also performances, and if we can bed them in together as a unit and carry on from last year, that's an exciting place to be.